All right, so it's been an interesting ride, to say the least, and we've made it all the way through to the end, and our scene has been completed. Everybody's got it rendered out, and we've seen how valuable the RAM player can be, and making changes and comparing video posts, the whole 9 yards. Now what we want to do as we wrap this project up is we want to go back to the storyboards, because as we said in the beginning, the storyboards really were our blueprints for our project. And we want to see how well we did following them. Okay. So, Bill, what do we have? So we started out here with, we're just staring at the set, frame 1 to 15.
Yep. Curtains closed, setting up the scene.
So let's go ahead and pull up the, let's just kind of walk back and forth between the two. So let's pull up the RAM player real quick.
Sure thing.
All right, so here we are on frame 1, and so between 1 and 15, let's see how close you are. So 1,
and then we're going, and 15.
Oh,
and
very
nice.
A little bit more. Okay, a little bit, yeah, but close enough.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's right. We're actually starting up setting the scene of frame 15 before we get the curtain movement.
Yep, very nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that looks good. All right, so now
we start moving after that.
All right, so let's go to the next frame in our storyboards. Okay, so here between 16 and 75, we got our curtain swooshing open. So let's go ahead and check, make sure that works out pretty good. So
about 16.
Yeah, looking good. And they're swaying, doing their little thing.
Yep.
So,
49.
Nice.
Before the ball bounced, before the door opened. Yep.
Okay, so good. All right, back to our storyboards. So pretty close there.
Yeah, 75.
Again, that's the whole idea. I mean, we're close, but we do have what's going on in our 3D scene is basically what's going on in the storyboard.
Well, you guys are going to find that when you're writing down storyboards, getting an exact list of what frames you're going to be doing every single thing.
No, you're not going to end up dead on. Again, they're like guidelines.
Right. Absolutely. So we go into the third panel, and this is when the door actually opens up.
Okay.
And this was, roughly about a third second, having that really quick door open.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
And then
he's kind of kicking open that door.
Okay, and of course we do have the door.
So it's like just
boom.
So
really
it's taking
fast.
place a few frames earlier.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So boom out he
But
comes.
that's about a third of a second right there, if you look at it. About 10 frames.
Okay.
60 to 70. Yep. Very cool. So we have the third panel. Now we have the
I remember Happy Ball.
That's like, I don't know. I don't see Happy. I see like Texas Chainsaw Massacre Ball.
He's a little deranged.
Leatherface Ball.
I was a little excited when I wrote these, so, when I drew these up. So now we're going to have about 2/3 of a second or so, so about 20 frames. We're going to have him bounce out onto the stage.
Okay, with some squash and stretch action.
Sure.
And there's the squash and stretch.
Boom,
Not quite as happy looking there as he was in the storyboards, but nice.
But
Not
following
bad
along.
for a single texture.
And after that, we're going to have our curtains close up again. And that should take about 2 to 3 seconds. And
he's preparing to eat the microphone.
Exactly, yeah.
And that wraps us up at, according to the storyboards, around frame 200.
Around 200, yeah, about 2 to 3 seconds, because we wanted to have those curtains some time to settle after they close. So he gets on the stool, and the curtains close. Then they settle.
They settle down.
And there you go.
And then
about frame 200.
200, yeah.
So very nice. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That is the creation of a complete 3D scene. A simple one, but one that still demonstrates pretty much all the basic elements that go into creating one of these kinds of scenes. Basic, very basic modeling. We've got animation.
Right.
We've got rigging. We've got lighting.
Yep.
We've got textures and shading and all that stuff. Materials, that's right.
And not only did we create the animation, we also even went back, we finessed our animation curves. We, got things looking more realistic. Set up the control rig for the ball, for our character, and for the scene itself, the stage controls.
Right. So a lot of very important concepts have been covered here. And these concepts will remain the basic foundation for any 3D scene that you work on in the future. So now, let's go ahead and bring Project 1 to a close and see if we can take everything we've shown you guys, put it to good use in Project 2, and up the stakes just a little bit.
Throw them into the fire a little bit.
Let's do it. Let's get started.
Awesome.